I'm at home for the morning. My job, temp job, ended quicker than they said. And that usually happens with me. I don't know. I don't know why. You go on these assignments, you're nice, you're professional, you have the experience and qualifications. There's always somebody that wants to play God over your life. And so the girl who was training me and who was sitting up front with me, she didn't she didn't want to talk to me. She didn't want to train me properly. And again, I go through that quite a bit. Let me tell y'all something. Nobody's really coming to help you. You're going to have to figure out how to help yourself. Here's what I know. You're going to get help every now and then from people. It may or may not be the way you want them to help you. It may be that that's all they can do to help you. But in the end, you're going to have to help yourself. You're going to have to figure out how to maneuver through this life on your own and how to make decisions that will give you a good ending. Because you're going to have a lot of climaxes, you're going to have a lot of B stories, and you're going to be the main character of your own life. And if you don't figure out how to stay sane and take care of yourself and be healthy, you're in for a long road. I've been watching some of these millennials on social media talk about they don't want to work and how everybody in other generations didn't do anything to set them up for success. And every generation talks about the past generation. That's just always how it's been. And everybody wants to blame the previous generation. And in a sense, you can. But if you don't observe and learn and try to adapt for yourself, it's just going to be on repeat. It's going to be on repeat. All these people who talk about, oh, I ain't going to be like my mama and them, and I ain't going to be mean and nasty and to my kids, and I'm just out here trying to live my life the best way I can, and these companies want to work you to death, and these companies don't care about. Well, don't you think our ancestors knew that? Don't you think the previous people before you knew that? That's why they were trying to tell you certain things. But as every generation, all teenagers, all young adults think they know more than their parents or their elders. And ergo, because of that constant ignorance, we continue to go through things in cycles. The people who talk about how their parents were mean, that their parents weren't there for them, or whatever the situation was, and they've had all this trouble at home or whatever, I hope y'all know you're just as mean as your mama Nam was. You are. You need to look at yourselves. You mean to everybody you encounter, and you're convincing yourself that you're not like them when you're exactly like them. Y'all mean, y'all are at a new level of meanness. When you see people fighting at fast food restaurants or any restaurant, you're fighting anybody that tries to help you. You won't listen. You won't take advice. This is a new level of madness and evilness that you say you don't want to live around your family, right? Now, it's different if you don't want to live around that and you're actually doing the opposite, right? I can smile at people in any environment. I can be professional. I can be courteous. I can give out a compliment. I can say how you doing. I can say, do you need some help? I can say, I'm so happy for you. I can say, I'm proud of you. I can say, "Ooh, you're doing a great job. Oh, well, let me show you how to do this. Thank you." Most of y'all can't even say thank you. You can't say thank you. You can't say, I appreciate what you did for me. I have a shoe box right here that I keep my shoes in when I'm not wearing them because I have very limited space in my apartment. So I bought it during COVID. It's actually a really nice shoebox. So it's a nice little shoebox thing for COVID. A shoebox, right? I love the color. Have my shoes in there. It's really nice. And so I'm dusting and cleaning because this little bitty ass apartment collects more dirt and dust than the law allows. This dust can hang from the ceiling. It drives me crazy. One night I had my light on in a different way, and I could see the dust up here, baby. I hurried up and went to the store and got a little duster thing. I was like, what the hell? That's dust? So ergo, this thing ain't worked right a day in the life since I bought it. I wish that I could afford a house cleaner, but I can't. And then I thought about if I get somebody, I don't want them in here because I don't like people in the way or just knowing my business like that. I'm going to have to go back to ride sharing for a while. I am a little sad and depressed about that, but I'm grateful. But as I said, we have to figure things out for ourselves. Ain't no Superman ain't coming. Ain't no red Robin Hood, ain't no Wonder Woman. They ain't coming, y'all. We gotta figure things out for ourselves. I've been out here a long time, being just as nice and polite to people and professional and kind and considerate and helpful. And my struggle has been hard. But what I do know is I attempted to go back to Texas 3 times, to Houston. And that last time I went back the longest because I went back to school to get my associate's degree from Houston Community College. And then I thought I was just going to stay there. And before I could even finish graduating, God had me on the internet looking up colleges for my BA, which led me right back to California. So in all this struggling and depression and life, I really think I'm meant to be in Los Angeles because guess what? I would have been somewhere else. I lived in Vegas for 2 years. In between that, going back to Houston and coming back, I was in Vegas, baby. No disrespect to you Vegas people, but there's aliens out there, and I couldn't take that heat. It was either too hot or too cold in Vegas. There's no in between. And if you think you can't walk nowhere in LA to place like they say you can do in New York, you sure can't walk nowhere in Vegas, baby. Baby, them country miles out there. It's just land out there. And I did like that part, but if the weather was different, the weather was different. If the weather was similar to LA, I probably would have stayed in Vegas. Probably. Again, that wasn't my calling because God is leading my life because I have no idea why I'm here or what I'm supposed to be doing. Because I thought I'm supposed to be directing movies. That's what I thought. Directing movies, directing TV shows, writing for both, producing for both. And I'm not doing that. So that's why I'm doing this YouTube. That's why I'm doing YouTube. Let me tell y'all something. I have to keep that creative juice flowing. Every time I try to stop or give up, God throws it back to me. Like I was already frustrated recently, and I was like, I'm sick of this. I'm tired. I don't want to think about it. And then Tracy Evans gets in the backseat of my Uber. What? What? Just what? What, God? What are you trying to say to me? Because apparently I'm special. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. Connecting the dots. I'm not connecting the dots, y'all. Somebody help me. Help me connect the dots. And then people always tell me, oh, this is a good time for women and directing, and especially black women and directing. I've been hearing that for 30 years. 30 years. Now, granted, a lot of things that's been revealed in Hollywood and entertainment right now, I probably wouldn't want to be involved in some of that stuff. But I always tell my family, when you order my tombstone, put on there, at least she tried. Because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I try. And I come up with creative ways and creative stuff. Sometimes they're stupid, sometimes they're dumb, but I try. I try. And that's all you have to do in this life is try. And we have to figure out ourselves. Now, some of us, we have good insights for other people. Don't get me wrong. I've been trying to get my advice to work for me, right? The advice that I give others that has helped people become national celebrities, get tenures in jobs that I help them get, you know, become producers in jobs I've given advice for people to get and do and follow this path, you know. And so now I'm really trying to figure out how to do that for myself. Not that I haven't been always trying to do that, but it just hadn't worked yet. It wasn't my turn. I keep telling myself it's not my turn. And then I keep again saying, well, maybe I'm not meant to do this. Even though you know how to do something, don't mean you're supposed to be doing it. Well, apparently I can't do nothing. I can't be an administrative person. I can't be in entertainment. I don't know what else is left. I can't do hair. Now again, I've done all that and I've been paid to do all that, but it hasn't been for a long time. It wasn't longevity, I guess I should say. I'm looking for consistent longevity to where I don't have to worry about finances. I know I'm not different than anybody else, but I am. I'm not, but I am. In my head, I'm supposed to be better than this, right? For me, not judging other people. Better than this for me, myself, and I. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's enough cleaning for today. My whole body aches. I moved my bed around, did a lot of dusting because this house collects more dust than the sands on the beach. For it to be so small, my little apartment, but I'm grateful. I'm not homeless because I've lived that life before as well, and it's not pleasant. I'll talk about that more one day, one of these videos. But man, please remember to hit that subscribe button, leave a like and a comment, share this video with your friends, and thank you for watching.